Danganronpa.
And we're back! Welcome back, friends and meisters, to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc! I'm still really sad, and I can't believe that Sakura would do that. But it's very obvious she did now. Climax interface start. And I will say thank you to, I don't remember the subscriber's name at the moment, but he did point out that I was forgetting to use hints. Yeah, I really did forget. You know who you are. Thanks for pointing that out. Alright, Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and one other person, that is Togami. Toko got to the rec room early and hid somewhere. Yep. Makes complete sense, especially with the pain beside it. Kinda hints at that. There's where she goes in. She's like, here, have some candy, Hiro. And Hiro's just like, ah, and smashes her on the head, so... Well, no, we don't need the realization that he grabbed that specific bottle. Pretty sure we need the shattered thing. What was in the Monokuma bottle? Okay, good, there we go, that's what we need. What did Hiro do to try and cover up the... Yeah, we know this one. Oh, we just gotta find this. Wait a second, did I put something wrong somewhere? No, that's her placing it. So that's just like a zoomed in picture of her placing it under people's doors. So we don't need any of that. And this is Hiro running, and then Toko pops out. She's like, ah, gotta hide it! They can't find out it's me! No evidence against me! Anyway, she put it back upside down. Well, we can double check here. What did she do with the magazine that had the dying message written on it? She put it back upside down. That makes 100% sense. She passed out, turned into Genocide Jill, when Sakura was worried about her. And then Jill smashed her on the head again. What? Oh gosh, I love some of these animations. And she scooped it up and got rid of it. I actually killed Sakura, came from the chem lab. I don't want to believe it. I really don't. She drank it. Makes it so sad. There's something on the floor near Sakura's body which someone grabbed. This one, maybe? And that's what makes sense here. What was it that they switched with the bottle of poison and left in the rec room? Let's reenact it.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko, she got there one step ahead of everyone else, and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Huh? Oh, I must have mixed them up. Durr. Let me find this. That's her getting out of the locker. I just realized that. That was a derp moment. She's like, ah, everyone's gone! Now, let's switch those two around. That should work properly now. There we go.
Killer is you! But one of them headed out a bit. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the tape. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
Damn, Sakura's strong.
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
I just want to say, Sakura really reminded me of a certain Persona 4 character that I absolutely adore.
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
But why? Why exactly would she do that?
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you could have solved this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
That Kyoko face. Hopefully he's learned something. Did we actually get all A's? Wow! Awesome. I earned 2 medals, why not?
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
But holy crap, like, this is the last thing I expected.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
And how's he gonna punish a dead person?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Well, I don't know, Monokuma.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I like the B better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the troll truth, no. So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean? You're gonna take all of us with you? We have to atone for our sins. Killing everybody isn't the way to do it, though. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes. If we're serious, that's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality had made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it myself by my own hand. No! That makes it even worse! I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. And Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You try to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive
my closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura!
I...
Because of me, our friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everyone was her fault, for everything. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You have to meet with those 3. You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Sakura! Oh my god! No, this is almost as bad. This might be even worse than Chihiro's trial. The one where she died, I mean he. Ugh. Holy Holy crap! She completely believed in all of us. As you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her. She didn't want anyone else to go down, or anyone else to die for her. She... Oh... Oh my gosh. This is definitely worse. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here. I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad to meet you. I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Can I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in! Open the door, please!
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. She got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's a weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray? You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. Could never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt you, right? When you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
Just taking so long! I'm about to fall asleep over here! I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course. I knew what she was thinking, because her and me.
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaking? If it was really like this...
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already.
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
What then? You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little. I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I fall asleep? Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, and if factored in. It still would have been between you guys.
Shing!
So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And sing! Cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, I've never been curious about the whole suicide note thing. We came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place.
But hold on.
Isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in the darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you just get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
No! On the verge of oh my gosh! Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. Oh, so that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
No! That's why she just took the blows. She didn't try to do anything to stop them. She didn't want anyone else. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded. And will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. And my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life. And Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. She sacrificed so much, nor normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. You can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do this, to do something so unpleasant. I have to leave this, or leave the rest up to you. I'm sorry, the weight of this is, I can't take it sometimes. It's just so sad. I'm the only playing the game. I'm not experiencing this. Like, you get what I mean. I'm not the one in the mirror situation. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm still alive. But I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all their meddling was like totally pointless. You died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway! Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all! In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly picked the big one!
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame! Everyone hate her! Go ahead, she deserves it! I can't, Monokuma, screw you! Now then, the next victim has been decided! What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hino with that fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody could blame Hina either. Woohoo! Whether or not that there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else. What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go!
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other! He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game. Huh?
naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of this game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fears for this game.
Don't make me.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in your little game, Monokuma. Screw you.
What?
What? What? What's going on here? No, I have only one thing to look forward to. And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. But Yakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. I doubt it. It got to him. Wherever Master goes, I'll go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring! And nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get on track!
You want me to punish
The
you?
moment you've all been waiting for! Punishment time! What? But Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead! You're not gonna... Is it me? Oh, heavens no! Just because a blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whatever old student I want! Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare time you one rule!
Listen up!
I spent so much time prepping my special punishment. I'd be ashamed to let it go to waste. But for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Who's the special guest? No! Why? Oh my god! And there goes the last piece of my heart. I think it broke in two. Oh, yep, there's the other half on the floor. Let me just... Oh, there we go. Why does Monokuma have to heap sadness, more despair, then some more sadness on top of that despair? This guy's... too good at what he does. You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! Whoa! That really took it out of me! Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken! After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at! I'm all about that grilled goodness! Fried, boiled, give me a break! The color, the smell, the succulence! Grill is where it's at! I realized how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. I think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Right. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call animism? Or wait. Animism! Where a soul dwells within all things, even laptops! Well, you can call whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. I was trying to find things out all sneaky.
just as I
So
thought.
you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Finally? No! I knew about it from the very beginning! I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop. I knew you guys were using it to analyze data! I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start! What?
What do you think?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe like a reward, in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey!
So of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But thinking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, at the risk of his own life. For that, he was killed. Yeah, the Punishment time has made me feel a billion times better!
Very
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that ever low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad! Like, just unreally upset!
Well?
Okay, it's time to bring things to a close! Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left on Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go!
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly! Another thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What a clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the Mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is, the Mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Whoops, it is it! That was a close one! Another word and we would have been hip-deep in spoiler territory!
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today! What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even frickin' know, huh?
You got...
That's the whole point, stupid! Just to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve! Fine, but at least Sakura's note. I could never let any of you greaseballs have it! But...
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note? Let me just say this to the Mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? Whoa, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you? Well, whatever. I'm curious what some dead musclehead has to say.
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. I guess I should probably try to get some rest, you know. Maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you so sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Boo-hoo. Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message? Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school? The Mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me, what did you do to my body? Mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying? Or, what are they saying the Mastermind did? Anyways, I'm gonna end it there for today. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like and maybe a comment to show your support. Also, I'll see you Meisters and friends next time on Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Havoc. And I'm still really sad. Oh, Sakura just didn't want any of us to kill each other over her, so I can't believe she did that. This definitely is even more sadder than Chihiro's, or at least ties with it. Ugh. Anyways, peace out.